some goodies that Lisa Avery sent over, and it was just more so those holiday posts. So I wanted to actually share that with you before we actually jump into the post. So I'm gonna just bring that up on my screen. So that's when we're gonna just actually start. So let me just open a file on my computer first. So first, let me show you the holiday post, and we are going to send that out as well to everybody. Just wanted to show that to you. So can everybody see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So this was shared to me by Lisa Avery, and this is awesome. Honestly, guys, this is all of the holidays that you can pretty much put into your social media calendar. And next to it is pretty much the date of it. So World Smile Day, Do Something Nice Day. So this gives you more of that content to fill into your calendar, give you something more to talk about on social media. Besides just Halloween this month, there's other things that you can actually talk about with your clients, or just to make it that 80-20 rule. You know, you want to get a little bit personal, but you don't know what to talk about or how to get personal. So this actually can help you out. They have one for November and also December. So like I said, I'm going to send that out to you. So you have that. And like I said, it's just a way to give you more content and something to talk about. Okay. So we'll send
So I emailed that to everybody about 10 minutes before the call started. So
awesome.
you should have it.
So you can look at that later. You can print it out, and you can start using that to fill up your social media calendar. Another thing that I am going to show you here is, if you didn't see this already, but is a social media calendar, right? So it's just a way for you to be organized. So I'm going to bring it up on my screen again. Okay. And so it's literally, you don't have to copy everything verbatim. Okay. I believe I showed this to a few agents before. This is just giving you some sample ideas on how to plug in your social media calendar. One thing about social media, based on everything, you want to have a good plan. You know, you definitely want to have a plan, an agenda to go out for the month. So what you can do is you can print out a calendar on Word. I believe that Word has a template that you can just print out a blank calendar for the month. And with that, just fill it in, whether you want to save it on your computer and just fill it in that way, or if you want to print it out and do it the old school way and just fill out everything, you can do that as well. But this is just giving you some ideas on how to fill out your calendar. And like I said, from the previous document that I just showed you about the holidays per month, you can actually use that, and you can actually fill in those dates during the month and have something to talk about. But even, for instance, you see below with the hashtags, you know, some of the hashtags make sense during the week. So if you just want to make sure that whatever you're talking about is related to that hashtag, or you can use that hashtag, that will make more sense, because these hashtags are more targeted for like 90% to 100% of people using these hashtags for this day. So if you want to gain more attention, more of a focus group in that area, I would say use some of these hashtags. Majority of the hashtags for Monday is like Motivation Mondays, Talk Tuesdays, and things of that sort. So these are the most populated hashtags that's used per day. So if you want to use one or two per day, like I said, you don't have to be overwhelming with the hashtags. You just want to keep the rule of thumb for Facebook and your posts, 3 hashtags. If you are using Instagram, you can still keep it at 3 hashtags in your post, and your first comment, you can go as crazy as you want, but you just wanted to make sure that you keep that clean look, okay? So that is the social media calendar. So I just wanted to actually show you guys a little bit about that. So maybe for your homework, what you can do is, with that social media calendar, you start working on yours. So for next week, you can already have a plan of action on what you want to post and how you want your next month to be as well. Okay? Everybody got it?
Got it.
Yes. Throwback Thursday is another one. That's a really cool one. An agent before, he actually started posting some of his old photos of when he was in the real estate market, like decades ago, and he got a lot of hits from that. So, you know, you can definitely use that hashtag Throwback Thursday. So you can get a little fun with that one too. All right, so now we're gonna actually get started. If anyone has any questions, you can definitely unmute and we can go from there. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is open up GoHanna and also your Facebook page. And again, I'm gonna just share my screen with you.
I don't think I'm muted, so I just wanted to say at the very beginning again, we're gonna get going, and if you're new and you don't get it the first time, don't worry about it. It's okay, just follow along, and maybe you'll get it the second time, and if you don't get it the second time, it's okay, just follow along. By the third time, you'll really start to get a feel for it, and by the fourth time, it's gonna be magic. So that's the plan.
All right,
Thanks, Fantasia.
no problem. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna log into Facebook, and in order to get to your business Facebook, you have to go to your business page, okay? Let me just widen the screen a little bit. So once you get to your business page.
See, that's where I'm having a problem with this new format. It's just not popping up.
I'm not sure how your screen will look, so I don't know how
Okay.
I can. Do you see something similar to this?
Hold on, let me,
Because right
as far
now,
as manage page, no, let me just, okay, there we go. So turn,
okay,
oh,
because
wait a minute.
how Facebook is now, you can temporarily turn it back to classic, but that switch is only going to be for, I guess, the end of this month, because it was supposed to be mandated in September, but I guess they are extending it a little bit. But at the end of October, I think it's just going to be this look. So you can't go back to the classic look.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to stick with the new look, just so everybody can get a little hang about how the new look and how everything functions. Okay. So once you get here, you're going to go to Publishing Tools, which should be on your left-hand side. Everybody see it there? You're going to click on it. All right. And that's loading. Your internet might be a little bit faster than mine. There you go. And for me, it's better for me to use the business Facebook. And if you have that, you can jump into that as well. Or you can stay on there and do the same process. But once you go there, you're going to have the Facebook Business Suite, which connects both your Instagram and your Facebook. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Schedule. Okay. As you see, these are the posts that we made the other week. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these, actually. You don't have to delete this, being that this is going on the main page. I don't want this to go up yet. 1 second. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to be here. But before we get to scheduling everything, we're going to go back to GoHanna. We're going to go into the Evergreen folder. And like I said, you don't necessarily have to go to GoHanna to find some of your materials. You can go to different websites and connect it that way. But because there is a lot of material in GoHanna, I just wanted to give you like a rundown that you can actually go here and get some of the social media content here. So as I mentioned, you're gonna write in enter Evergreen in your right-hand column, press enter, click on the first link, and then you're gonna get to this page. Okay. Once everybody gets to this page, is everybody on this page? Okay. Thumbs up, thumbs up. if you need to do this again, I did go a little bit fast, so I'm going to go back again. I just realized that I did zoom through that. Okay, so what you're going to do is once you go to the main Howard Hanna page, you're going to type in evergreen next to the icon. Okay.
Fantasia, can I interrupt you for just a second? Is there another way to get to evergreen other than that search bar? If there's a, let's say there's Hannah Agents whose dashboard is a little different, doesn't have that search bar at the top. Can you go, if you go to the more departments or the more, will that also get you to evergreen? Or marketing? Is there another way?
I can tell you what I do, Chuck and Fantasia, because mine doesn't work. And I don't know if it's the Buffalo is different than Rochester. But when I type in evergreen, nothing shows up. But once you go into it, I can follow those links in the address bar. So like down at the bottom of your screen where you get into those help folders, which is underneath the calendar on what you're showing, Fantasia. If you click on that help documents, and then you follow the steps that you have up in your header. So it's like marketing, digital marketing, social media graphics and videos, and then evergreen. And I can just follow along with what yours says once you click through it.
Okay, so where's the help?
Just
right here.
Scroll down. Nope, even underneath that. So like keep scrolling so that you see the calendar, and then underneath the calendar, those help documents. If you click there, that gets you into the library. But I know when I type on my home page evergreen, I just get 0. And then just where you're doing, and then I follow the steps to exactly what your screen set up top.
Okay, and then you type in evergreen here.
No, I just click on documents there. So I open up that documents folder on that left column, and then I go to marketing and open that one. And then from there, digital marketing. And then from digital marketing, social media. And then social media, graphics and videos, and then evergreen.
There you go. So if you need help, that was your step.
Easy peasy.
Well, there you go. See, that's why.
Once you do it, like just check it. You do it 4 times, you never forget.
Right? Perfect. So see, we're learning together here. So if you couldn't find it that way, that is another way. So just go all the way down on your screen, help documents, click on documents, marketing, digital marketing, social media, and then you'll get to the social media graphics and video folder, and then you'll get to evergreen, okay? Perfect. So now that when you get to this folder, actually it has a lot of goodies in here. So home exteriors, interiors, home selling tips, luxury objects, people, activities, positive quotes and messages. So much material that you can pretty much utilize on your social media. So whenever you get a chance to, maybe after the social club, you can go back into these folders and actually see the different content that marketing has available for you. Also, if you do have any suggestions on content that maybe marketing can create, that can be spread around corporate wide, you can definitely email me and we can definitely work on some pieces. But in the meantime, you can actually utilize what's in the folder. So let's go to home exteriors here. And here, we can talk about curb appeal, right? So you pick any graphic that you just want to talk about, and it's already Hannatized with the Hannah logo on it. And then what you want to do is once you click on the graphic that you like, in the right-hand column, as you see here, you're going to click on download. It's going to download onto your computer. And based on what computer you have, it should either pop up, or if you want to rename it, drop it in the folder where you have all your content in, however you decide that you want to organize it. Okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drop it into my Wednesday Social Club folder. Let me just find that.
So I just wanted, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, no, I just noticed, and it just as while you're working on this, next week for October 24th is Make a Difference Day.
Mhm.
So if anyone on the call participated in the charity events that we did down in Rochester at the Susan B. Anthony, or if you've been at a Hannah event like where we, maybe a Children's Free Care Fund event, whether it be the Derby or whatever, if you have photos from those types of activities, post that as your Make a Difference Day post and say, these are the things that we're doing. What are you doing? And what's important to you? How do you make a difference? This is how we do it. How do you do it? Right? And just try to get a conversation going.
Yeah, I think that's a great one, Chuck. Yeah, we have done a lot of things within the company for Hannah Cares too. So even if you do decide to make a post with the Make a Difference Day, you can use the hashtag Hannah Cares. That's more of any philanthropy work that we do corporate wide. You can just hashtag that and everything will be all clustered together. All right, perfect. So now we're gonna start our post. So once you get here, back to your business page, you're gonna click on where it says schedule. You wanna make sure that you do not click on publish. Publish is for scheduling at this moment, but you wanna schedule for the future. So you wanna click on schedule. And it should be highlighted like how you see here. And then you're gonna click on create post. Okay, once you do that, you're gonna see this field here. And now what you're gonna do is you wanna click on, if you do have your Instagram link, you can click on that as well. Now you're gonna upload that photo that you just downloaded onto your computer. I have it in my Wednesday graphics, and then there you go. Then once you click on your image here, you'll see exactly in the right-hand column on how it will look on the desktop view, Google view, and also the Instagram view, okay? Then in the text box, because based on the graphic that you chose, you wanna write a message in relations to it. You can drop in a question. And then you can also put a call of action. So whether it's like contact me here, are you looking for a home in this area? And then you can also drop in your website. So your website is your first, your last name, howardhanna.com. Okay. Once you do that, you want to drop in some of the hashtags that is related to your post. So, tips. Perfect. So you drop in your hashtags here. You view your posts to see how it will look both on the desktop, mobile view, Instagram. Perfect. Once you see everything, you like what you see, you're gonna click on the arrow, the drop down next to publish. And you're gonna click schedule post. You're gonna click on your calendar. You're gonna schedule it for next week, the 19th. I'm just gonna keep the date consistent. When it comes to scheduling your posts, like I said, this is just giving you the roundabout on how to schedule posts, but literally after this meeting, you can go in, you can make your social media calendar, you can plan out your calendars all the way up to the end of the year, based on your time, based on your availability, and you can pick any date you want and also any time. But for training purposes, I'm just gonna use the consistent time at 10 a.m., okay? And once you finish with the date and the time, you're gonna click on schedule.
And like Christine said last week, you don't have to have your message perfect right now. You can go back tomorrow and you can edit this post if you want to change your link or get a different this or that, right? That's why scheduling it versus posting it right now is just so important. It gives you a chance to just make sure that all your I's are dotted and T's are crossed. Because how many times have we posted something on social media and then we go back and read it and we forgot a word or we did, it's a mess. So that's we get a chance to really be perfect with this.
Yep, I agree. So once you get that all done, you're going to click on schedule post. Okay, so your screen should refresh for you. Okay. Let's see. All right.
And give it a second. It takes a second for it to show up as a scheduled post. So don't freak out if you don't see it right away.
Okay, perfect. So now we're just gonna move on to the next post.
Cool.
So we're gonna go back to GoHanna. Okay, and like I said, with all these folders here, you can pick and choose what you want. So we can go to Good Neighborhood Tips. Or like I said, you can choose any folder. Just go with the same system and the same flow that we're doing. You can pick and choose whatever you want, okay? So once you find what folder you want, click on the post that you want, the graphic. After you click on the graphic that you like, you're gonna click on the download button, which is in the right-hand column. It's gonna download onto your computer. You can either save it into a file that you already have going, just so it's all organized in one spot. Okay, perfect. After you finish that, you're gonna open back up to your Facebook account. Just move that here. Okay, and then we're gonna make sure again that it's highlighted schedule. That means that we're scheduling for the future. Click on create post. Again, we're going through the same process, okay? I'm gonna click on Instagram because I already have my Instagram connected. Click on add photo. Then I'll see my photo that I have, my graphic in that folder. Once you click on it, it will appear in the right-hand column right there. You'll see for the desktop view, mobile view, and for the Instagram feed, okay? Then again, in the text box, you wanna make sure that you have a space to write a message. And like Chuck said, if you wanna just have this, just saying write a message now, drop in a question, you can do that, and you can go back a little later, just don't forget, and then you can just fill in the blanks there. You can put a call of action. That's the website. Website, you can put either your buy side, your Real Scout. There are so many different links that you can add here. I'm just going to keep it calming with the Howard Hanna website, but like I said, you can use anything that is linked to you, and you want to drop in your hashtags.
It'd be a fun experiment. Like I grabbed the from a different folder. It's October's National Pizza Month, so I grabbed the Pizza Month graphic, and I'm gonna say, hey, what do you like on your pizza? Or what's your favorite topping? I'll probably get more conversations from that than I will from, did you see that house that just listed or whatever? Like, these are what people like to talk about. Talk about pizza.
It's true, and that's what as we understand, like the holiday graphics, like what's happening in the month, that Lisa Avery actually shared with us, that's going to be sent out to you guys. That can be your 80-20. It's a way that you can actually connect on a personal level and just talk about something fun that's happening in the month. Like, did you know that this month is National Pizza Month or something like that. And, you know, you can take a picture at your favorite pizza shop eating a pizza, you know. You can play around with these different kind of like topics of the month, whether it's like ice cream month or National Coffee Day, you know, like, did you know that Dunkin' Donuts is giving out free coffee today? Like, it's something fun, but it can be more engaging. Like, no, I didn't know that Dunkin' Donuts was giving out a free coffee. Thank you so much. Let me share this with my friends. So, you know, there's different ways in which you can play it off with. That's what it gives you a little bit of time to get a little bit creative, you know, and think outside the box and have fun with it. Okay. So again, once you finish creating your post, what you're gonna do is click on that bottom right-hand arrow, that drop down. You're not gonna click publish. You're gonna click the arrow and you're gonna click on scheduled post. Okay, once you hit on scheduled post, we're gonna move on to Tuesday the 20th. Keep the time consistent. Like I said, if you wanna go back, you wanna change the date, you wanna change the time, feel free. Just for training purposes, I'm just gonna keep it at 10 a.m. You're gonna click schedule here. Once you finish clicking schedule, you're gonna click schedule post. And there you go. It's gonna take some time to load, but it'll get there. Okay, and now we're gonna move on to our third post. So before we move on, how you guys are doing out there?
Doing good. Nice job, everybody.
Applause. You guys are killing it out there. All right, so now we're gonna move back to the folders. And like I said, you do not have to go to the same folder as I'm doing over here. You can click on any folder that your heart desires. So choose the folder of your choosing. Click on the graphic that you like. Once you choose your graphic, you're gonna download it onto your computer. Okay. And once you download it onto your computer, again, you can save it to a file, like a folder where you have everything in for your Wednesday social club, just so nothing gets lost on your screen. Trust me, I download a lot of things per day, and if I don't save it to a folder, I won't find it. So speaking from experience, you know, definitely save it to a file. All right, once you download that graphic onto your computer, you're gonna go back to your Facebook. You're gonna make sure that you have schedules highlighted like so you know that you're scheduling for the future. You're gonna click on create post. Okay, you have your Instagram connected. You can click on Instagram feed as well. Now you're gonna click on add photo. Find that graphic that you downloaded onto your computer. Once you click on it, it should appear in the right-hand column like so. Here you go. You can view it from the mobile view. You can move it from the Instagram view, and there you go. Now in the text column, write a message here. Like I said, you can always go back. Chuck gave some good advice, even if you just want to write it down here and then after the social club, go back just to gather your thoughts up a little bit, just to know exactly what you want to write in that post. You can, because it's already scheduled for the future, so you can always switch up the words, okay? So you can drop in a question, call of action, website. And then also the hashtags. Okay, so this is like painting tips. Okay, once you have your hashtags, and everything looks good for you, you can also preview it in the right-hand column. And that's how it will appear. You see it from, this is the mobile view, Instagram view. You like what you see, you're gonna click on the arrow next to the publish button, the drop down, click schedule post. Click on the calendar, change the date. Now we're moving on to the 21st, your third post. Keep this time consistent, 10 a.m. Click schedule. Click schedule post again. Take some time. And there you have it. Okay, perfect. So it's there. Don't worry. That's your third post. All right, so once you have everything together, give yourself a round of applause. That is your third post. Now for the grand finale. Are you guys ready? I need to see some enthusiasm. Are you guys ready? Woo!
Yeah, we're ready. Let's do it.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure you guys have had your morning coffee this morning. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to go back to Gohanna.
So Fantasia,
Yes.
if you can't, it does not let me click on my Instagram in addition to Facebook, and I don't know why. It says it's connected and everything like that. Can you go through that part again?
I did not go through that part because this part can be more complicated than anything else in this training. So maybe you can contact me after this training and we'll look into it, because
Okay.
everyone will go, trust me, I'm saving everybody time by not doing it. But if you want to connect your Instagram, if you have an Instagram, you can connect with me. Just shoot me over an email and then we can go over it that way, because there could be 1 to 2 to 3 issues with that.
Okay.
Based on how you're linking it, and if it's a personal page or a business page. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So don't worry
Thank
about
you.
it. All right, no problem. So we're gonna go back to the social media folder with all the graphics for Evergreen. And like I said, you can click on any folder of your choosing. I'm gonna click on this one here. I'm gonna download it to my computer once you have your graphic. And like I said, what you can do is you can save it to a folder where you have all your graphics in, just so it won't get lost. All righty. So once you have that all together, you're gonna go back to your business page. Make sure schedule is highlighted. Go to create post. If you already have your Instagram link, you can already click it. If you don't have it linked, don't worry, you can just email me and we can figure that out for you. Okay, you click on the graphic that you want to utilize. It will appear in the right-hand column. You can see how it looks on the desktop, mobile view, Instagram, perfect. Now you're gonna see where the text column is, write a message again. And again, you can always go back and just figure out what you wanna write. Just more so you can just have a standard here and then go back and fill it up a little bit. You can drop in any website. I'm just saving you some time and writing in your Howard Hanna website, where you can use your Real Scout, your buy side, right? And then right here, this is more so inspiration. So motivational, motivation. And this is a quote. So, cool. And then this is, oh yeah, perfect. So now that you have your hashtags here all set, you can see how it looks from a mobile view, Instagram, and then you're gonna click on the arrow next to publish, drop down publish post, go to your calendar, gonna click on the 22nd, keep the time consistent, click scheduled, schedule post, refresh a little bit, and there you have it. So it will appear, taking a little longer than usual, but it'll get there. So let's just go back to more tools. Let me just find it here. I'm gonna go to scheduled. So it should be uploading. I guess it's taking a little bit more time than usual. But all the posts that we have, just give it a little bit more time and you can double check it. But that's pretty much how you schedule the post for the future. Do anyone have any questions at all? No? You're muted, Chuck.
Okay, all right, here we go. Not necessarily related to Facebook. Well, kind of, yeah, this is a Facebook question, but making sure, just review one more time for agents to be in compliance with, what is it, the new fair housing, the link to your Hannah web page through your business page.
Okay, so, okay. I'm gonna share my screen again. Okay, perfect. So when you go to your business Facebook page, so let me just go back here. Okay. I'm just gonna go to, let's say, George Triconi. Okay, and so this is his Facebook page here. And I'm gonna view as a visitor. Okay. Sorry, this computer is really slow. But more so, what you need to have on your page, I'm going down, I don't know. What's going on with my computer? Hold on, stand by. Okay, so this is the first main page, right? What has to happen on this first main page in order to be compliant is your website with the Fair Housing Act on it. So as you see here, the Fair Housing Act is, well, his website is here, but if you click on his website, which is the Howard Hanna, anyone Howard Hanna website, the Fair Housing Act will be on the tippy top. Do you see it here? Everyone sees it? So that means that you're compliant, right? Now, when you go back to your Facebook page, this area that you put your website is an About Me section, right? So if you are using your website that on the first page of your website is the Fair Housing Act link, then you're set. But if you're not using your website that has with Howard Hanna, then that is a conversation that you might want to have with me. Because if you built out a different website and you don't have the Fair Housing Act, then you're not compliant, right? Because in the New York State law, you need to have the Fair Housing Act as a clickable link on your homepage. So being that Facebook already have the Fair Housing link to your Howard Hanna website, and on your Howard Hanna website, it has the link, then you're compliant. So just a rule of thumb, add your Howard Hanna website, because if you add any other website, it might be a little bit difficult if you do not have the Fair Housing Act. Does that make sense? Okay, so all you have to do is just go into your About Me section and then just edit it that way. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for, the About Me edit page info.
Yeah.
Me.
So go back.
Ah, I think I see it. If you go to edit page info and scroll down, I think you'll see that's where my website is found.
Okay, Fantasia, just real quick, I went to my page, I looked, and we have Mancuso team. Howard Hanna, which is what we want. However, that page completely needs to be rebuilt. The process for doing that is, it's in a very generic form right now.
Okay.
How do I go about starting to personalize it, if you will?
You will have to reach out. You will have to reach out to me offline.
Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's constructed by you guys, or?
Well, there's certain, so when it comes to the Howard Hanna website, there are certain templates that you can choose, and there are certain ways in which you can modify it, but you can't go all out. Like, you can't build a whole new website on top of the Howard Hanna.
Right. Okay. But we can modify a template, and I can at least do something that looks a little more like us and as generic as it is.
You can use the template that's provided by Howard Hanna, but there are certain things that you can, like little marketing pieces that you can have that is more designated to your branding and add it on the page, but you can't completely change the Howard Hanna page if you want, like, if that makes sense.
Nope, that makes perfect sense.
But if you talk to me about that, I can tell you exactly what you can do.
Okay, when you are feeling better, we will talk.
Just send me an email.
Thank you.
All right, so in order how to get to your About Me section is that when you go to your main homepage, you click to About, right? And then when you go down, you can see the section where it has additional contact info, where you see the website, and you just click on that pencil, and then you can add in your website that way, okay? And someone asked, what is the Fair Housing Act? So let's go back to the Howard Hanna page. See if I can click on the website. I can show you here. So when you go to your main website, so your first, your last name, .howardhanna.com, you'll get like the tab up here that has the Fair Housing Act, and pretty much it's just a protocol that Fair Housing Act wants. It's just a PDF document as far as like when you click on it, New York Fair Housing Act, you'll get to this PDF about DOS. That's it. That's all they want. That's how you can be compliant.
All right, I just wanted to give a reminder to everybody that as soon as we're done, I'll be uploading this content to the YouTube channel. So you can search my name, Charles Flynn, real estate, and there's a playlist called Wednesday Social Club, and so it'll be part of that playlist. So awesome.
All right, so how's everybody doing out there? Any more questions? Sorry, I didn't even look into the chat box.
Amazing.
So let's see, scheduling cannot be done on a regular Facebook page, correct? Yes, you cannot schedule on your personal page, only on a business page. That is correct. Any suggestions about other sites to get media to post? Yes, you can post, like, honestly, you can find your content on pretty much, there is a way, I think I sent that out, but there's a list of content materials that you can actually pull from different websites. And Chuck, you have that. Can you send that out again to everybody who join Social Club? And then you can get the content list, because there's a whole bunch of things that you can pull from. Honestly, you can kind of gather it up from anywhere and recreate it to make your own. So if there's something that you're like, oh, I want to talk about that, you can actually pull that piece and you can actually recreate it to make it market towards you. And if you want more details on how you can do that, just email me, and we can set up more of a one-on-one on how you can like recreate that to make it your own. Okay. It's the same for Instagram for the fair housing. Yes, because in the area of your Instagram, you can add your website, right? So just make sure that you put in your website that has the fair housing link on the homepage. Meaning, like I said, if it's your Howard Hanna website, please use that one.
Can I ask that question was for me. Now, when I have my Instagram, tracydepaula.howardhanna.com, it's not the same. It doesn't pull up the same page that Facebook does. It doesn't have the. This is what comes up. And it
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
have
okay.
fair housing on this.
It's fair housing on that. It's probably towards the lower bottom.
Oh,
But
okay.
just as long as it's on the homepage, you're safe.
Oh,
Don't worry. If it's
all right,
connected
thank
to
you.
Howard Hanna, you're streamlined. You're good.
Okay.
But if there's another website that you have, your, like, I guess, you know, some agents have their own websites, which is totally okay. But you got to make sure that your website is compliant, right? So you can have as many things as you want, but if it's not compliant, then you're just going to run into DOS, and I don't want you to have that issue. That's
Okay,
pretty
thank you.
okay. Any more questions? All right. Well, if that's it, then, you know, it's 9:47, so maybe you can grab your cup of coffee, go on a nice run. But that is it for Social Club today.
Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you guys. We'll be back here next Wednesday, 9 a.m. All right.
Bye, guys.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thanks a lot.